So let's get this video to 50 likes. Let's get this video to 50 likes if you want me to continue this series. Love y'all. There we go. Once a nigga, always a nigga.
Yeah, a nigga with good dick.
Yeah, I wouldn't know nothing about that.
You could though.
Ryan, are you serious? I mean, we talked for hours last night. 2 hours before we even had sex. And you asked me every question imaginable. And I did not lie to you. Man, I don't lie. I got no reason to. I'm a grown ass man, you feel me?
I thought I told you not to come to Hayden's house when he's not home.
Even after all that crazy shit he pulled, Hayden is still clueless. Don't fucking touch me! Don't fucking touch me!
I like man.
Shit, there's a lot of men, huh?
What is going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from ACONNECTIONTV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences, and welcome to my channel. It has been 4 days since I did a gay man I have a question video, so I am back. It's been a lot going on. I've been trying to make sure that my network, watchactv.com, gets 1,000 subscribers, and we're like 50 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers, and that would be like a milestone. I've been doing the network for over 3 years. We now currently have over 450 uploads to the site with more projects in production. It's just the more subscribers that we get, the more we're able to produce. And the content is basically for you guys. There's mixed content, but the premise, or the main focus I should say, is for gay men. So it would be amazing if you guys can go to the site and support by subscribing. The more subscribers we get, the more content we can pump out. And we need content that we can relate to, content that is relevant today, okay? And realistic, right? So anyways, let's do the recap. But if this is your first time seeing me for whatever reason, follow me on all my social media links, ACONNECTIONTV on Instagram and Twitter, okay? But yeah, let's do a recap real quick. Top 5 comments on the last video, which was gay men I have a question. Why do gay men do not like women? Let's see what the comments are. We have extroverted_introvert said, please continue this series. I am definitely going to do that. And we have 88JL says, I am a gay man and my closest friends are and have always been women. I didn't have male friends until maybe 7 years ago. I have never had any issues with women, especially close to me. The reason behind this is because in the process of getting to know who I was, women have been more accepting. I don't have a problem with women because I established the same boundaries with them that I do with everyone else, and they are really crossed. I can vibe with that, and I can understand that. My best friend is a woman. Her name is Tiffany, and I've known her for all my life, practically ever since I was 10 or 11. Yeah, something like that. And I'm 4'0" now, so yeah, a long time. So I vibe with that. Women are amazing. Connor Labadie says, I love women, gay and straight. Very fun to hang out with. Please make more of these videos. I love your content. Been following since Mona's Bad Girls Club reviews. Thank you, shout out. Let me heart and like that comment. That was the third one. The fourth one is Danny L. Terry says, I have 5 sisters, grew up with their friends, used to it. This is a great program. Bless you with continued greatness. Oh, thank you so much. I hearted and like that comment. And then the last comment I'll get into is Thami Maluki says, I don't trust women in general due to past experiences. I have female friends, but I keep them at arm's length. All right, well, I mean, at the end of the day, we are victims of our experiences, and what I mean by that is our experiences teach us, and so that's just about it, you know. I could go real deep in that, but I'm not going to. Let's get into this particular video. A gay man, I have a question, okay? Why is there always an old gays versus young gays scenario? Why? And why, if someone mentions their age to you, there is always, oh, you look good for your age. Listen, I'm 4'0" and I look good, period, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Whenever you ask someone how old they are, and then they tell you, and you combat that, or you come back with, oh, you look good, or oh, you look good for your age. Oh, wow, you look good. Like, all of that is unnecessary, okay? I don't know about the people that are older than I am, because I know quite a few people that are older than I am, but age doesn't have a look, especially with regards to the black community. We just don't have a look, okay? There are some people that age, and you're like, oh, like you can kind of guesstimate how old they are by visually looking at them. And then there are others that maintain that youthfulness, that babyface-esque-ness, that Pharrell babyface-esque-ness, and you'll never know how old they are until you ask. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, age does not have a look. Look at Angela Bassett. Look at Oprah Winfrey when she's dialed up. Look at Patti LaBelle. Okay? Look at Janet Jackson. All right? Look at, well, Wendy Williams. There are quite a few people that don't look or look like they would be older or the age that they are based on what society deems to be like, oh my God, by the time you get to that age, you're gonna be looking this sort of way. You know what I'm saying? Because I know quite a few people in their 20s and they don't look like they're in their 20s. They don't. They don't look like they're in their 20s at all, okay? But they ride this high horse like, I'm only 25, baby, but you look 45. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing, like your number is nothing to like be like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, you know? So why is that? I don't know. Is it because we don't want to age? Is it because we're afraid of getting older? You know, the world has taught us to chase youth, you know, do all of these things with, you know, to our face, Botox and injections and get rid of the bags under the eyes and, you know, all types of things so that we can look younger. And, you know, why is that? You know, some people just like the look aesthetically. Some people are mentally in a place where they're like, oh my God, I can't get older, I can't get older, I can't get older. You know, which one are you? Do you just like the youthful look? Or are you scared of getting older? You know? I love getting older. I don't want to get beyond 60 physically. Or maybe 55. Physically, I don't want to get beyond 55. Physically, because when you get older, you kind of like, you cave over. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like, you know, who's Will Smith. Will Smith is, I want to say Will Smith is 50 now. That's what I want to say. I want to be like Will Smith. I want to be like Will Smith. I want to be like Angela. Angela Bassett is a prime example of like fine wine, you know, like wow, her body looks amazing, her face looks amazing, she's always regal, always poised. She doesn't look like she has that she'll be, you know, using a cane anytime soon, you know. So as you get older, your mind starts to play tricks on you with regard to how you think you're gonna feel as you age. But I will tell you now, the 30s were the best time of my life. I feel, for me, the 30s were the best time of my life. I was more sure of myself, even though I had some emotional breakdowns. I was more sure of myself. I traveled the world. I did not work a 9-to-5 for like 3 of those years. I solidified myself within my independence, you know? And for me, I just had more fun. And well, no, I lived in my 20s, baby. Woo! I lived in my 20s. Let's dissect it for a second. The 20s for me were like the whole years. Like discovering if I can get drunk, discovering if I could get high. So I really tried to see how much I could drink when I was 28. I got my car when I was 28. I got my license when I was 28 because I was living in New York. I didn't need a car or a license. So I kind of like partied. I partied when I moved to New York. I was like 24, 23, 24, 5, something along those lines. And so like when I got to New York, I was partying. I discovered secrets. I discovered, male dancers at the club. I discovered the gay scene in my 20s. So I was like living life to the fullest, always trying to see how much I could get when I could get it, you know what I'm saying? Because back then I was a little skinnier than I am now. And so I was always trying to, do that. Then in my 30s, I gained a little weight, gained a little muscle tone, was very sure of myself and who I was as a person. So, I was more confident. And there was a transition in my life through my 30s when I lost my job at 33 and then trying to see where I wanted to be and where I wanted to place myself in life. Because I felt like I utilized all of my 20s to like party. Now my 30s need to be for like reassurance, self-discovery, and things of the sort. So my 30s were amazing. Now I'm transitioning into my 40s, my first year, I'm 40, and life is stable, life is good. It's been very difficult trying to figure out a place for me in this industry that I've developed for myself. I feel like I still have a stable footing. I feel like I still have the respect of the masses in terms of like the entertainment world. But it's interesting, as I get older, my mind is less caring or less concerned about the things that I used to be concerned and or caring about. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. What people decide to do for themselves is what they decide to do for themselves. Like lost friendships, I don't care anymore. Betrayal, I don't care anymore. What is someone doing outside of being around me? I don't care anymore. Likes or whatever on Instagram, I don't care anymore. Friend following back or I don't like all of the petty stuff. I don't care anymore. I'm more on the positive side of things. Like, are you bringing good energy to me? And if you're bringing that good energy to me, is it something that I can digest and utilize in life? I don't want to have anybody in my life right now that's not upgrading it in any way, And not to say that I'm looking for people that have money or I'm looking for people that are lavishly living life. I'm looking for people that are hungry to discover themselves. And in being hungry to discover themselves, as friends, you and I both are evolving. You and I both are learning to progress. And you and I both are getting better. I don't want somebody in my circle that just sits at home and complains. Sits at home and does nothing. Or just works a regular 9 to 5 with no dreams or aspirations in life in terms of how to elevate themselves. They're not investing in the stock market. They're not doing Forex trade. They're not doing, evolving in their education. They're not less politically involved, but they don't travel the world. They're not looking for new discoveries. They're just stuck at home. They love their life. They're 9 to 5, and that's it. I don't want that kind of energy or kind of flow around me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an entrepreneur. I love to discover new things, and I love to be in the world. And as I get older, I want to experience any and everything before I pass. That's where I am in life. I don't harp on too many things and I don't hold too many things in my heart, but I definitely want to experience as much as I can before I pass. And the little trivial stuff that used to bother me no longer bother me. So the young people that are fast and trying to enjoy life and trying to be about life, and they look at you like, oh my God, you're old. Oh my God, you look good for your age. Like, all that needs to stop, because here today, gone tomorrow, baby. The older I get, the more I realize how life is precious and how time is expensive. So I'm appreciative of getting to 40. A lot of you won't make it to my age, So the concept of being like, oh my God, like, oh, he's old, you know what I'm saying? It's just a bit much for me. It's a bit much for me. Now, granted, there are a lot of people in their 20s that have come to the realization within life for themselves way earlier than I have. There are a lot of people in their 20s that are millionaires. There are a lot of people in their 20s that are traveled, you know what I'm saying, and worldly educated. And so, and that's an amazing thing to be able to have that and to accomplish that at a young age, because the rest of your life, oh my God, you know. But then there are some 20s that just do drugs and, you know, enjoy getting their bunghole plowed in and, you know, don't care and, you know, working whatever job they can work and just trying to like float by, and then they say, oh my God, you're old. No, that's not cute. You know what I'm saying? That's not cute. Age is nothing but a number, and you're only as old as you feel. There are a lot of people that are in their 50s that act like they're in their 20s because that's how they choose to feel. That's how they choose to be. And that's great, you know? I don't think that there should be a versus between, you know, the youth and the ancient. For me, I feel like when I was always young, I would always be like, I'm always gonna go to the club. I'm always gonna want to party. I'm always gonna do this. I'm never gonna get tired. Baby, all that goes out the window. I still like going out, but I don't go out as much, not nearly as much. I still enjoy, you know, the occasional drink, but nowhere near as much as I used to. Never really was into like the drugs and all of that. I don't even do weed like that. If it's around me, maybe. I don't do edibles. I don't get into the party life. You know, I like to throw parties, and I like to bring people together through fellowship and enjoyment and entertainment. But other than that, I don't need to carry like a lot of the younger and older people do. You know, a lot of people in general carry, and I don't like to carry no more. You know, it's just not my thing. So for me, I don't feel like there should be a versus. I feel like we should all be in a space where we can corroborate and enjoy one another without the concept of bringing age up, you know? And, you know, I think we should realize that no matter what number you are, you can be immature, you can be mature. No matter what number you are, you can be broke, you can be well off. No matter what number you are, you can look the part or not look the part. And then understanding that looking the part is so varied, especially in the black community. You know what I'm saying? I was watching Real World Reunion with Tammy and her crew, and Tammy is the youngest looking one out of them all. And Tammy and Irene are the youngest ones, the youngest looking ones out of them all. But the rest of them don't look their age. They look older. Wow. Even David looks rough. David looks rough around the afro puffs, you know? Rough around the edges. But anyways, again, Gay man, I don't understand why there's a versus. I feel like there doesn't need to be a versus. I feel like the kids can learn some things, and I feel like the adults can learn some things. We all can learn with each other, because at the end of the day, we're all gay. Okay? So it doesn't matter how old we are or how young we are. And so much so, I've adapted that within me, because through all of my events, like even my Beeman in Hot Lauderdale event, the event that I threw in Fort Lauderdale, there were age ranges from 21 to 58, I think it was the oldest. And we all got along, we all had fun. We just all gelled, and it was positive energy. And I feel like that is how it needs to be. There doesn't need to be a divide. So, gay men, I have a question. Why is there a divide between old gays and young gays? Sound off in the comments below. And are you contributing to the divide? Do you look at someone and be like, how old are you? Oh, wow, you look good for your age. Cut all that out. Sound off in the comments below. Let me know how you feel. And thank you guys for watching. And again, it would be amazing if you can support and show your support through subscribing to watchactv.com. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. The more subscribers that I can get, the better off, and the bigger productions that I can do, and the faster I can pay everybody doing it, right? Because, you know, everybody needs to get paid nowadays, you know, pandemic and everything. But anyways, love you guys. Deuces.